What's up, everybody? So we are going to talk about, real quick, the best calibers for wild hogs. Now, I've killed more hogs than anything. I've killed more hogs than smallpox has claimed lives on this earth. And I'm going to tell you exactly which calibers are the best if you're going to run it in an AR platform. Now, the most effective, and I'm talking from less than 100 yards to up to pushing 300 yards, the most effective round that has done the job time in and out was the 6.8 SPC. I don't own one. The friend of mine that I hunt with all the time, he has one, and that thing is nasty. Now, what I normally carry, which this year I'm going to be bringing a 6.5 Grindle with me, which is pretty much the brother of a 6.8 SPC in a nutshell. But before that, I was shooting them with a 7.62 by 39 in an AR platform, and it was rolling them too. Just the 6.8 SPC gives you that further distance knockdown. It'll still get the job done, don't get me wrong. And on top of that, another very effective round was a 223 and 5.56 in an AR platform. Some of them dropped, some of them took a little while to drop, but usually we were getting into the groups of very large, let's say 15, 20 pigs in one group, and you just start opening up on them in the middle of a field. And what's weird are the ones that rolled with the 223 or 5.56 were the ones that were on the run. When you were hitting them on the run, they were folding, and I mean rolling right there. But with the 6.8, the first one you shot was dropping right there, and then so on and so forth. Now, they weren't dropping every single time, but they weren't making it out of the field either, unless you just hit them in the gut or whatever. But you hit them in that vital zone with a 6.8 or a 6.5 Grindle, they're not making it out of that field. That's just a fact. I've seen hundreds upon hundreds of them not make it out of the field. So with that being said, I'm not knocking any of the other calibers. If you want to use a bolt gun and use just a regular deer rifle, go for it. It's gonna kill that pig. They are tough. Now, pigs, it all depends on which pig you just shot, not necessarily age or size. Because my very first pig I killed with a 223 at 200 yards, and it was right behind the shoulder, and he just flopped right there, and I was like, "There's no way." Oh, he did. So that's when I was kind of like, whoa, that's when the 223 board really started picking up for me. But I've also had one being shot with a 300 Win Mag at 75 yards, and he took that bullet and ran. And when we found him, but he took off. Now, it just depends what pig you shoot. How strong is that individual pig? I know that sounds crazy, but some of them take it, some of them don't. Now, your velocity is going to play a key factor on taking these pigs down. You want to make sure you're maximizing your velocity with barrel length, the load size. You do want to, that does play a factor. Is that going to make or break you? No, it's not. It'll get the job done. But when it comes down, if you are a serious pig hunter, or you just enjoy it like I do, going out to different farms and eliminating pigs for these different farmers, and they try to pay us, and I'm like, no, don't pay us. This is fun. I appreciate you letting me come out here and shoot them. So we shoot the pigs for free. I don't charge nobody. With that being said, if you're just getting into it and you want to get one in an AR platform, which I would recommend, I would definitely recommend AR platforms for wild hogs. Just for that situation, you got a big group of them, you could knock down a bunch of pigs at one time. 6-point SPC ammo's a little tough to find, but you can find it, and it might be a little pricey, but you can find it, and it is very easy to reload. There's a lot of access for reloading as well. If you know somebody that does hand loads, you can buy the stuff for them, have them do it. We do have guys here that have their own stores here that will hand load ammunition for you. But look into that, or the 6.5 Grindle, or you can't go wrong with a 308 and an AR-10. Can't go wrong with it. It's going to be nice, but you want to go back to your recoil Your 308 is going to thump a little harder, but you should still be able to stay focused on it. But compared to a 6.8, 6.5 Grendel, 5.56, you're going to be able to stay in that optic a lot easier as opposed to shooting a 308 and an AR-10. Not knocking it one bit, but that is a factor you want to play into is recoil. But any AR-10, AR-15 is going to get the job done. Definitely, if you are looking 6.8 SPC, 6.5 Grendel, check that out. That's been the most effective for me. I would say, I'd say the 90% drop range with those for me. But again, it's all about your velocity and what kind of load y'all have in there. Remember, stay safe, have fun, y'all take care.